Yesterday, we began looking at when you're desperate for change, and we were looking at a leper that was found in Matthew chapter 1 and verse 40, and we saw that he was a desperate man. The Bible says, and there came a leper to him, beseeching him and kneeling down to him. The word beseech means to beg him, was begging for healing. But he wasn't just a desperate man, he was also a hopeful man. He found his hope in Jesus. In Mark 1:40, the second part of that verse says, and saying unto him, if thou wilt. If you will. Desperation can lead to hopelessness. Hopelessness can lead to despair. Perhaps you're at the place of hopelessness and despair in your own life, and you realize that you're powerless and totally unable and incapable of making the changes in your life that need to happen. No doubt, there were people in this leper colony where this leper was at that came to the place of hopelessness and desperation. They thought there was no reason to even keep on living because they were going to die anyways. But this man's focus wasn't the focus on his own inability. It was on the ability and power of Jesus Christ. You see, it takes more than just realizing that you have a need for change in your life to experience that change. You can know all day long what changes you need in your life. And if you don't do anything about it, and you don't go to the one who can make the change in your life, you're going to sit there wallowing in your misery. It takes hope to move you forward towards change. Sometimes we come to the place where we realize change is needed, and we eagerly look forward to what those changes can mean in our life. The leper showed that his hope was in Jesus by what he said to Jesus. He said, Jesus, if you are able to heal me. No, that's not what he said. He said, Jesus, if you will heal me. Here's the thing. Jesus wants to make changes in your life. It's not a matter of if he will if you ask him to. He is willing to. Now, there's some people that will say, well, I've asked for healing and he hasn't done that. Sometimes God gives us infirmities in our bodies to help us realize how much we need him. But in the case of this man, Jesus was going to heal him. This man's hope was in Jesus. If you have a need for change in your life, don't ask God if he is able to make the change, but live with hope and ask him if he will change you. Because here's the thing. If the changes in your life are regarding sin, he wants to change it every time. He doesn't want you to live in the misery of sin. He will change that. But it means you also have to follow what he asks you to do. We'll look at part 3 tomorrow. God bless.